My name is Patrick Wright, and I attend Arizona Hills with my wife Cheryl and my daughters Scarlett and Olivia. My spiritual journey started with more of like a compelling feeling I had to go to church because I had been an atheist non-believer my entire life. So having this uncontrollable, like a splinter in my brain to go to church and bring my family, like bring your family to church, made no sense, but it just wouldn't let up. So I went, took the family to Arizona Hills, and we went there because we know Bob and Janelle. Really just had a hard time connecting because I just wasn't fully vested. I kind of felt like I needed to be there, but once I was there, I couldn't really find why I was there. So I have cystic fibrosis, and my health had just started kind of taking a turn for the worse. And I actually stopped going to church for a little bit because I was just dealing with things and I hadn't made church a priority at that point. And while in the hospital this time, I had I'll call it, I was near death. I was dying in a sense, and to the point where my family was around kind of planning like, okay, what do we do next? And I had a very spiritual moment. At the time, I wanted to say, oh, this was just something psychological, just something just in my head. But it was so real to me that I had to explore it. I had to. So that's actually when I started going back to Arizona Hills. And really couldn't get to a point where I could just disprove it on my own. And in fact, after years and years going to church and studying, my brain told me yes. You know, my brain was able to piece everything together, but my heart wouldn't. My heart would not accept Christ. And one night I had put the girls to bed, and as I was walking out of their room, I was walking to my office, and this thought like popped in my head out of nowhere. And the thought was, I'm tired of suffering without hope. And I know those words might seem simple, but whatever I was going through at the time, and whatever I was feeling, those words were like huge to me. And I was like, well, that's it. So I went to my office and I dropped on my knees and I said, God, I give up. I go, well, I'll repeat it. I said, I'm tired of suffering without hope. And then I accepted Jesus into my life. When I try to control my life and don't put my life in God's hands, it falls apart. I want to make that, I want a statement for myself as a reminder, never want to go back to that life. This is your new life now. And I want people to see that in me too. My entire life, you know, I like I said, I haven't been around a lot of Christians, but I've had two friends as an atheist, you know, for the year, going back in my past, and that's Bob and Dan. I know those guys have been praying for me for a long time. I need to thank Billy, Fred Struss, Gary Sachs, Ian Thompson, JP Penscover, and Jim Linton. My name is Patrick, and I am a child of God.